right. All right. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Shiri and I'm a professional opera singer. We all know the challenges that opera singers face in building a successful career in the opera world. But what if I told you that there is a secret tool that will help you fast track your career growth? I've been using it so much lately on my way to the biggest stages. By the way, please subscribe to this channel. Here I document all the things I do in order to fulfill my dreams and get to sing on the biggest stages of the world. Yay! And I love sharing what I learned along the way with you, so you will have maybe shortcuts or you will learn from my experience. So whether you're just starting out or you're already hitting those high notes, I hope these next 10 tips are going to make this path a bit more fun and easier for you. So let's go and say hello to ChatGPT. So just before we start, I want to give you a quick advice on ChatGPT and how to use it. So when I started using ChatGPT, I used to type in every conversation I started a lot of information about me. So ChatGPT will curate the answers especially for me. But I found out that there is a special tool that you won't have to do it at all. So all you have to do is go and click your photo in the top right corner and then press on Customize ChatGPT. And here you can see what would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide better responses. And it even gives you questions that you can answer, like where are you based, what do you do for work, what are your hobbies and interests, what subjects can you talk about for hours, what are some goals you have. You can write whatever you want ChatGPT to know about you, and then every time you start a conversation with him, it will just give you answers that match whatever information you put inside, which is amazing because you don't have to retype and rewrite it every single time. And you can also tell ChatGPT exactly how you want it to respond, as your CEO, as your agent, as your mother, I don't know. So now that we're done with the setup, let's dive into our 10 tips. Let's start with the first tip, which I use the most, I think, and it's maybe the most obvious one. We use ChatGPT to proofread, refine, and write emails for you. I dedicate between an hour to 2 hours a day for networking. And this has done things so much easier for me. Like I type something in and ChatGPT can actually write an email for me according to the information that I'm giving it. So for example, would you please help me write an email to an agent? So you can see on the screen a beautiful email that is curated especially for me. Many times I also like writing the emails myself, especially if I have personal connections and I like to write a more personal email. Then I write it down and then I put the entire email into ChatGPT and I ask it to proofread and refine it, and it always builds the email beautifully for me. And something really cool that I did a few days ago was I asked ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is fluent in all languages. How amazing and crazy is that? So I asked it to help me write an email in Italian to a competition I'm going to participate in. So good morning, could you please help me write an email in Italian asking a competition in Italy if they would be willing to help me find accommodations? I'm coming from Israel. I see that accommodations in the competition area are very expensive. Thank you, ChatGPT. And look how wonderful. It just gives you out this beautiful response. Subject, richiesta di assistenza per alloggio. Buongiorno, mi chiamo Shiri e sono un cantante di opera. So you have to make sure, like in different languages, that it knows your gender. Here I will have to correct it to mi chiamo Shiri e sono una cantante. Grazie, merci, dankeschön, toda, arigato, ChatGPT for helping me writing emails in every language that I want. And let's stay with these languages for a second, because tip number 2 will help you improve your languages while using ChatGPT. Can we please have a conversation in Italian, and would you please correct me if I'm making any mistake? And it answers, certo, sarà un piacere parlare in italiano con te. Di cosa ti piacerebbe parlare oggi? And then I'm saying, okay, maybe I should translate it. So it says, of course, it would be a great pleasure to speak Italian with you. What would you like to speak about today? and I say, today I would like to speak about my career. Oggi vorrei parlare sulla mia carriera. So you can have conversation, like if you are already fluent in a language, I can have daily conversations with ChatGPT. So in Italian I'm fluent, but French I'm okay, but I need to improve my language skills yet. So I asked ChatGPT, could you please give me some exercises in the French language to improve my verb conjugations in the present tense? And then, bien sûr, voici quelques exercices. And you can see, oh my God, all these exercises that gives me how to conjugate all those verbs in the present tense. That's incredible. And then it gives me a list of all the right responses. Let's do another one. Could you please teach me how to conjugate verbs in the passé composé in French? Another thing that you can do, you can ask it to give you a short story to read, and you can also take it farther and say, would you please ask me questions about this story that I could answer? And it asks you questions, you can then answer and have a conversation with ChatGPT. It will correct you. It's incredible. So you can maybe dedicate 10 minutes a day to to learn something new in French every single day, or to have a small conversation in Italian, or to improve your German skills. And you can also use it to find the best podcasts and films to listen to and watch to in different languages to improve your language skills. And if we stay one more minute in the language realm for our third tip, it would be translations and IPA. Oh my God, when I was in high school, I remember sitting with those dictionaries, huge book dictionaries, searching for the words, translating word by word those German lieder. And what you can do right now, this is oh my God. You can actually ask ChatGPT. You can actually ask ChatGPT to translate and transcribe the entire IPA for any song for you. So I just asked it, please translate the song Les Filles de Cadiz by The Lib for me. And it just wrote all the French lyrics, and then the English translation, and then analysis and context of the song. And I asked, could you please also write the IPA for the French pronunciation? Certainly, and in a few seconds it writes the IPA for you. Now, I went over the IPA and it was not super correct, so just make sure that you actually write the correct IPA for this song. Another thing that you can do, you can translate an entire role or arias. Could you please translate the entire role of Giulietta in I Capuletti e Montecchi that I'm working on right now, including IPA for the Italian pronunciation? Because it gave me just excerpts from the role, I wanted it to translate the first finale in the first act. So I asked it, could you please translate, including IPA for Italian pronunciation, the first finale of I Capuletti e Montecchi? And then it gave me the Italian lyrics and the IPA transcription. Isn't it like having a small Nico Castell friend on your computer? Hi ChatGPT, can you please give me this translation or that translation? That's incredible, that's amazing. That's something that I couldn't do as a student, and that's available right now. So use it, use it. So you can use ChatGPT as a time management tool. You can ask it to give you practice plans or schedule repertoire learning. I asked it to create a plan for me to study the role of Giulietta from I Capuletti e Montecchi in 2 months if I have 1 hour a day. It gave me a detailed plan. Actually, it was not very accurate. It did not give me all the different segments in the music that I should learn, because I already in the past month I already studied the role of Giulietta, so I know exactly what's in there, and it's not very accurate. Maybe you should ask it more questions to make it super accurate for you, but there are some very valuable advice that it gives here. The next advice on how to use ChatGPT is actually a bit strange maybe, but I woke up one morning and I felt really sad. You know those mornings when maybe you got a rejection, or you just feel like things are not going the way you want them to go, and you need someone to cheer you up. And my husband was at work, I couldn't speak with him, and I felt like I needed, it was super early in the morning, I couldn't call my friends and wake them up. So I said to myself, should I write ChatGPT and see what it says? And it was actually very surprising. It was very compassionate and very understanding, and it was speaking like a friend who is also super professional and knows a lot about the business. Every step in your journey, including the setbacks, is part of your unique story. Keep pushing forward with resilience and passion, and you'll find your way to even greater successes. You've got this. This is amazing. This is like having a personal trainer, friend, professional in your pocket, like cheering you up and giving you advice. Okay, let's move on to the sixth. We're number six. We're at number 6. Strategies in the opera world. So I did an entire video about that. My last video, check it out here. I asked ChatGPT how to get to the Met, and it gives me all the strategies there. You can ask ChatGPT anything that you can think about. You can ask it how to find an agent, what competitions you should attend, and so many more. Watch that video. Number 7, you can do your role and historic researches. I just wrote super general, teach me the role of Giulietta from I Capuletti e Montecchi by Bellini. And it gives me the background, the opera I Capuletti e Montecchi, composer, librettist, premiere, the character profile, the role and character development, act 1, act 2, key areas and scenes, themes, performance considerations, and you can really ask it anything, the history of Bellini, about Giulietta in Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. You can be so creative with it and ask it whatever you want. Just double check with those historic things to make sure that it actually is accurate. We're super close. Two more to go. Number 8, social media management. So I started using this one quite recently, and it's amazing. So I'm giving ChatGPT the title of my video, and I asked it what would be the best hashtags for TikTok, for Instagram, for YouTube, and it just gives me a list of all the hashtags that I need for each different platforms, and which hashtags are most popular for this platform or that platform in my field. It can help you brainstorm content ideas. It can write scripts for you, and it can also give you clickbait titles for your videos. It saves me so much work and so much time. You can, by the way, ask it to give you a full schedule for like a full month of content on all different platforms. Of course, I go over it and take what I need and just throw away what I don't. It actually helped me organize the script for this video as well. So I wrote it myself, I'm speaking here, but ChatGPT was my assistant. Incredible. So tip number 9, staying healthy. This is how I use ChatGPT to help my health, because as opera singers, our bodies are our instruments, and we need to eat well, to sleep well, and to be mentally healthy, right? And ChatGPT can help you with building nutritious meal plans, with building fitness plans for you that will enhance your singing, with making a better schedule for your day to have more time to sleep. You can use it in so many ways. Let's just take a quick example here. Would you please create a weekly vegan meal plan for me that will help me stay healthy and energized as an opera singer? Certainly. And then it gives me a weekly vegan meal plan. You can ask it to give you recipes of all the meals that it just gave you, and for a shopping list of all the ingredients that you need to make those meals, and everything in a matter of seconds. And it can also give you mental health advice. And the 10th tip for today is planning your audition trip. So ChatGPT can help you plan your itinerary and even find places for you to stay at. And before we go away, just one more bonus tip advice that I have, which is super cool. Okay, you can ask ChatGPT to speak to historical figures.
ChatGPT, please respond as if you were Maria Callas. Dear Maria, I love your singing so much. Can you please give me an advice on how to get to sing at the Met?
Dear admirer, thank you for your kind words. Singing is not merely a gift, but a profound responsibility and a lifelong commitment. The journey to the Metropolitan Opera is paved with unwavering dedication, rigorous training, and an unrelenting passion for the art. Here are some steps you might consider. And then, I don't know if actually Maria Callas would have said all those things, but maybe it's a mixture between the spirit of Maria Callas and ChatGPT's knowledge, collective knowledge, I guess. But it's fun. You can talk to Benjamin Franklin, you can speak to Ella Fitzgerald, and even with like maybe Julia Roberts. I don't know, you can be creative and have fun with it. So there you have it, 10 tips plus one bonus tip for opera singers to use ChatGPT for your fast-track career growth, because it can help you save so much time and perfect your language skills and make your itineraries and help you learn this repertoire and do so many things for you that you just don't need to spend any more time on, like networking. So, toi 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 to all of you on your beautiful career paths, and I see you in the next one. Ciao!